Well, a very good afternoon, a good evening from a very, very warm Ibiza. My name's Nick Heath, and you join me for this live stream of the RugbySpy Ibiza10's final here for our 2015 competition. Joining me in the co-commentary seat is Kath Spencer, former England women's skipper. And, well, Kath, we've had 3 days of competition, and it's proved to be a fantastic tournament.
It has, yeah, really great tournament. Lovely sunshine, great atmosphere, and actually some pretty good rugby on show. The two teams today have been playing some really good rugby. Technico especially, I think they're the team to beat, and I think they're going as favourites.
Yes, certainly would agree with you. Technico, who are our Portuguese side, and they are taking on the Nomads. And I think we're ready for teams to make their way onto the field. O'Neill's Nomads, the first ones to come out. Our officiating team, referee Daryl Chapman, assisted by Alex Charolais, Alan Liddington, Sam Phillips and Henry Lewis. And these are one of the teams that we've seen before a lot of the games, going through a fair old warm-up drill. They've been taking it seriously, and so they might. There's £1,000 up for grabs for the team that can get through this one and claim the RugbySpy Ibiza10's crown, and that's kept a few of them out of the bar and keeping it serious. Here come Technico then. The nature of 10s is such that you get a bit of the physical stuff, you get a bit of set piece, and that can make it a little bit more interesting for some of the bigger players out there, maybe, Kath.
Yeah, the way I always describe myself, an old school number 8. I love 10s rugby. 7's probably pushing it a bit too far, but you can still get my favourite thing, which is a maul into a 10s game. So I'm not sure we'll see any in this final, but yeah, it's a great game, really fun, and a spot-on type of rugby to play in the sunshine.
We did see over the course of the last couple of days the All Slacks, a team from Ireland. I think they did a 10-man maul, which went the length from probably their own 10-metre line, which was quite something. So we've got rock, paper, scissors in the centre to start. I think Technico have almost gone early there. Oh, three attempts. On the 4th attempt, we finally get there, and Technico will have the ball to get us started. So the crowd are all here. We've seen the likes of the South East Salmons, the All Slacks, 4-2 RFC, the RugbySpy Barbarians, a team that met up on Thursday night out here, encouraged to come out under the coaching of Chris and Tommy Bell. The Aviva Premiership stars are here with us, and we're ready to get underway as the sun starts to dip down and cast long shadows across the field. Technico get us started playing in their white and orange shirts. But that restart's gone straight out, and that won't be the start they want, Kath.
Yeah, not the best start at all from Technico. The kicking's been really good all across the whole 3 days actually, but I'm sure that won't put them off. But we'll see if Nomads can take the advantage now.
So the Nomads from the restart. They have possession. Oh, a little juggle from the number 8 there. Certainly 8 on his back. And ball was taken in, but they couldn't get it back, so it will be a turnover of possession to Technico. How do you think the Nomads go about beating Technico? It's going to be a challenge.
It will be a massive challenge for them, so they've got to just try and starve Technico then the possession really, and try and reduce their error count. That's how Technico scored a lot of their tries over 3 days, pouncing on opposition's errors. So Nomads have to try and, as simple as it sounds, try and keep that ball, but really try and reduce any errors and starve Technico of any possession.
So those are the thoughts of Kath Spencer. Ball comes wide. This the first real chance for Technico. The crowd there cheering. Those are the Blackrock College boys, winners of the plate competition, as Technico have to work their way back across the field. Referee right on the spot there. The pass drifts a little, but he's happy. And it's a decent ball for the Nomads. Little gap through the middle. Oh, that's a fierce handoff against the number 10. It started pretty physically.
It has, hasn't it? And that was a great run through the middle there, and a bit of a sit down, we like to call it. But actually, Techno haven't had to defend that much over these 3 days, so we're interested in seeing where they go with that. But a nice run from Nomads, but Techno got the turnover and are now back in that half.
Still scoreless. Blackrock enjoying a sing-song in the stands here. Technico have, well, shall we say, they've brought a physio along with them, and she's gone down well with a lot of the other boys in the stands here. I think they're trying to encourage Technico to include her in the side. Good luck to them. Here come Technico then, trying to get out of their own half. Just managed to do so. That's a good supporting line, and it's a good offload. And is there going to be the game's first try? Still got work to do. Technico recycle well though, and the players get there. Nomads running out of the line a little to try and challenge, but they've got the overlap on that left-hand side. And it will be the game's first score. The Portuguese notching up the first 5-pointer.
Really good try from Technico, and you'll see them, they've always got 2-3 people in support, and that's been the difference between them, I think, and the other teams over the 3 days, and they've had 3-player overlaps so many times, just their ability to do that, but keep the ball moving, and there's always someone on the shoulder. That was a really good, really quality try from Technico.
Conversion to come. So 5 points to 0, Technico have the lead. Nomads certainly giving all they can in this final. We've had a really enjoyable few days here in Ibiza. The White Isle, as it's known, welcomed us with open arms. Here at the Can Mrs Stadium, just outside Ibiza town. Not so much as a knock-on, but it turned into an offside, and Technico will try and take full advantage. They have got men over on the left. It's not quite the overlap they had last time. What can they work? Cheeky little offload there. Real competition on the floor for the ball there. Just inside the Nomads 22. Ball is there. Weasel number 10. Takes 2 to bring him down. And Technico could come down the short side here. Could be on. Little switch ball back inside. Nomads are getting across in numbers to defend it. Crowd loving this final. Oh, now then. This could be an intercept moment. Nomads have decided to try and spread it, and then the little chip and chase. But it hasn't quite worked out for them. Advantage is over, and Technico could be trying to step straight through the middle. That's a brilliant last-ditch tackle to deny them. And the referee has given the try, I think.
I think that is a try. That's unfortunate for Nomads. They were defending really well. What they were doing well was not putting too many people in the breakdown. So they were getting their defensive line out, and Technico couldn't get through, and they intercepted, and unfortunately their defence then became disrupted, and Technico pounced on that again. So yeah, unfortunate for Nomads. Good defending, but once again Technico pounced on those errors and get over the white line. Well,
you called it just before the game kicked off that it is about making the most of the mistakes that other teams make, and Technico a little bit more accuracy in their game than perhaps some of the other teams we've seen here, and it paid off.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Technico are a club team. They play together all the time. They know each other, and you can definitely see that the way they play. Nomads are an invitation team, good rugby players, but sometimes it takes a little time, and I think you can see the difference there in the two teams.
Conversion is good. Technico leading by 12 points to 0. Just going to have a momentary pause here because one of the Nomads is just getting some medical attention. So we certainly hope that he's all right. He's sitting up. So we're ready to continue. Great atmosphere here pitch side at the Canmisses Stadium. Technico get us restarted. It's out on the full. It's another one of those restarts that hasn't worked out for them.
Yeah, I know what's happening there. As they've been kicking so well and pretty much a mirror copy of the kick they did earlier, and straight out on the ball, which means that Nomads will get the ball in the centre of the park, which is a quite nice territory position for them to be in.
12 points to 0. The Nomads are down. Big lad number 18. He's enjoyed finding the contacts in the games that we've seen him in. Nomads coming down the middle. It's a loose ball though. Technico trying to pounce on it. Suggestion of a high tackle there. I think the referee is playing an advantage for it. Yeah, there's the decision. So penalty to the Nomads. Opting to take some territory down the line. Try and get into the heart of Technico. Try and strike the move from there. Fairly unconventional throw into the line out there from Technico. From the Nomads. Technico have come away with possession. Overlap run is being made as they try and create the extra man. And then Technico, it's great support play. There's one man to beat. And the cover defence is coming across. Still got possession. He's done well there, the number 4. Eventually gets the ball to the deck. It's presented. Nomad's defensive line is back there now, but they're going to have to get across to that other side, where Technico will look to try and make it pay. Little ball back inside, and it's try number 3 for Technico.
Yeah, it's lovely stuff, isn't it? One width to the other. Great support work from Technico, drawing those defenders over, and once again they just get the overlap, and but nice inside pass, and just the space was there. So once again, great support, great work off the ball, as we like to call it in rugby. Great work off the ball, and yeah, nice little try. It's going Technico's way at the moment.
Yes, it certainly is. Portuguese outfit doing well. The conversion will take them up to 19-0 over the Nomads. Technico in other games this weekend. On Friday, when the action started on day 1, they overcame Blackrock College by 19 points to 0. Yesterday we saw them beat the Ibiza10's by 58 points to 0. So they've had a rich vein of try-scoring form. They have conceded a couple. 4-2 RFC were able to sneak 2 past them, but they didn't trouble their route to the final. They've troubled themselves there in not managing to just gather that ball. Knock on will give possession to the Nomads. Pulls out the back of the scrum for the Nomads. They've got work to do to get out from under their own posts. Little dummy show over the top there. You can see Technico almost trying to turn that into a choke tackle. Stop the ball coming out to force the turnover, but instead it's a penalty. I think the referee deciding that they dragged that maul down, and in fact perhaps a bit of back chat, and he's gone on extra 10. Nomads will be grateful for every metre. Here come the Nomads. Oh, getting in each other's way a little bit. Try and find a bit more room out to the right hand side maybe. Need the support play. Now this man's got a bit of gas. Steps inside one. Oh, he's nearly through as well. Just knocking the ball. Well, it's onto the floor. It was backwards first time, but second time was enough of a knock on. And that will be our action for the first half. So 19 points to 0. Technico have the lead. Kath, what have you enjoyed most in that first half?
I think just the standards kept up really pretty well, hasn't he? There's some tired bodies out there after 3 days of playing rugby, and perhaps 3 late nights as well for some of these teams enjoying that as well. So yeah, just impressed by Technico support players, really good. Their work off the ball to get there, and just the way they pounce on any mistake really. But Nomads are putting up a fight, I think, doing pretty well. Saw a good bit of attack from them at the end of that first half, and so they obviously, there is a bit of space out there, and they do have some pace out there. So let's hope we can see some more of that in the second half.
Yes, indeed. Second half coming up in just a moment. So we're ready to get going for the second half of this final. You wouldn't say it's been one-way traffic. Technico, 3 tries in that first half, leading by 19 points to 0. Technico with the put-in their own half. Little show to the first man. They have managed to gather it. Oh, well, that's gone forward that time there, though. We'll have the scrum down for the Nomads. Nomads with possession in a good area of the field then. What can they create from here? That's a lovely pass out to the wide on the left. Is his winger going to stay out there? Is he going to go through himself? He is, and the Nomads get themselves onto the scoreboard. Really lovely work from the number 4 there, communicating with his winger, getting him to stay out and commit the defence, and he sized through the gap himself. 19 points to 5. The Nomads get the try.
Yeah, lovely try. It was the pass that made it, really, wasn't it? The width of the pass, getting over there, and it just meant the defence couldn't quite get it. And the way that he ran with 2 hands on the ball is always a good thing to do, because if the defence just don't know what you're going to do, if you've got the ball in one hand, you're never going to pass it. So he kind of foxed the opposition a little bit with his running. But yeah, that's what we said at the end of the first half. There is that the pace is out there, and the space will come if they work for it. So yeah, let's go Nomads.
19 points to 7 then, with an excellent touchline conversion. Drop kicks much like 7's here in terms of adding the extras. Technico winning the ball back there, but then they've got themselves in the wrong place and given away the offside penalty. Could open the door for the Nomads if they could be creative here. Technico doing their best to try and hold this one up, and they do force the turnover, and they'll be pleased with that. You're watching the RugbySpy 2015 Ibiza10's. Also a shout out to the Nomads Z. Understand, Z, you've been tuning into all of the Nomads games and feeding back to the team about where you think they've been going well or not. So wonder what you'd be making of this final. Here come Technico. It could be danger time for them. It's a little show. Defence stayed with him. Wasn't held, so able to get back to his feet. Oh my goodness me. That was a big collision. And there's penalty advantage being played to the Nomads.
Yeah, we thought, it's social rugby out here. Everyone's here to have a good time, but there have been some massive hits going on out there. Some really big tackles, but the atmosphere is always really good after the game. But some massive hits, and they're doing well to keep that going in the final.
There will be a few bruised bodies getting back on the flights to England, Ireland, Portugal. Truly international array of teams that we've had here at this year's competition. Little juggle at the back from Technico. He's got one man to beat, which he manages to. That ball's going to beat the man to touch, straight down the tunnel. Rolling replacements in the Ibiza10's. That ball from the line out, one at the back. Here come the Nomads. There's one of the lads with the pace. Not able to get away there though. Ball's popped out the back. A little bit harem-scarum from the Nomads. Need to look after the ball. Technico will try and pounce. There's a penalty advantage being played. Technico rucking through well, but the penalty will be for the Nomads.
Yeah, penalty given there for not releasing in the tackle. But I think what Technico are doing, they're trying to hold people up in the tackle and to stop them getting the ball out. But then obviously the player went to the ground, which meant it was a tackle, and he was still holding on to the player. But you've seen that a lot in this game so far. Their tactic of just trying to smother the ball carrier and stop them getting the ball out and then getting the turnover.
That's the voice of Kath Spencer, former England women's skipper, who is out here with us at the Ibiza10's. Was taking part in a coaching clinic on Friday. About 100 kids down, is that right?
Yeah, 100 local kids coming down, being introduced to the lovely game of rugby, the sport that we all think is so great. Getting them running around with a rugby ball, and they all had a great time. It was a really nice session on Friday morning, and some of them have come along to watch the tournament as well, which has been really great.
Bringing rugby to the White Isle of Ibiza. Technico turn possession over in their own 22. Possession over on the left-hand side. Little show back inside, and he's away. But was there a little bit of obstruction? There was a bit of blocking. Referee was right there. And there's a bit of back chat again, I think, from the Technico number 1 on that occasion. And the Nomads. Well, he's taken it from behind the mark, but what's their decision going to be? I think it's going to be a tap and go from here. Certainly is. Can they get through? Just denied at the last minute. There is a lot of width on these pitches when you're down to 10 rather than obviously a full 15s game. Can the Nomads use the width? Well, I think we're going to see a yellow card here. And Nomads will benefit from having a man advantage. Technico losing a player there for, I think, a bit of professional fouling, for want of a better expression. Ball's just been nudged forward on the floor there from the Nomads. It will be Technico possession. Technico just pausing to get that ball out the back of the scrum. Then it's a boot downfield and a foot race, and at the moment it's just between the referee and the Technico player, Weasel. Oh, he's collected that beautifully. That's a great solo score, and that will take them over the 20-point mark. 24 points on the board now for Technico with the conversion to come, and well, that was one man's endeavour to the try line.
That wasn't it? Good individual skill from their captain and his Weasel, and things like that. They look easy, but they're not. Picking up the ball when you're on the run like that is actually quite a difficult thing to do, and he's did that really well, and it wasn't a bad option to kick it down. They're a player down, as we say, get the ball down the right end of the pitch, and it worked for him. Great pick up, and we'll see if he can make the conversion now too.
Not a bad effort, just fades away to the right. So 24 to Technico. Nomads on 7. Oh, that's a good gather from Technico. Little suggestion from Kath Spencer next to me that there might have been an offside, but the Nomads have come away with it. Oh, that's a big bruising collision. Ball is just knocked forward there, I think, but in fact, the referee giving away a penalty. A little bit of spice down there as well. There is £1,000 at stake, of course. Weasel pops it into touch, and that will be the final act of the match. Our Portuguese visitors have looked strong throughout, and they are fully deserving of their title. The final score, 24 points to 7. Technico overcoming the Nomads, and those are the boys from Blackrock helping Technico celebrate, and from the boys from 42 RFC who are helping them celebrate. And well, we suggested it was going to be Technico's day at the start, and it proved to be.
Yeah, it was, and I think they're justified winners of this tournament. But it was a good final. Actually, Nomads put up a really good fight there. But I think Technico definitely are deserved winners. The only unbeaten team, obviously, now in this tournament, and yeah, fully deserved. I'm sure they'll enjoy that victory.
It certainly will. Well, it's been a wonderful tournament, and Ibiza has hosted us superbly. We'll continue here. There is more entertainment just outside the stadium for those that are over here and enjoying the Ibiza10's. If you're watching this and wishing you were here, well, you should be, and you can be next year, no doubt. But for now, from me, Nick Heath, on the live stream, it's a very good evening to you. Congratulations to the Technicos, the winners of 2015 RugbySpy Ibiza10's.